official video on my automotive channel about my car. Those of you who don't know, my name is Rocco and I'm currently the owner of a 2010 Hyundai Genesis coupe, 3.8 track, the 3.8 being the one with the V6. I haven't done any videos on the car yet. I am nervous. This is my first video on the car. A few quick things know about the car. I do know it does have an oil leak. It does have a valve cover leak. I gotta replace the valve covers. The valve cover gaskets. I might do a video on that whenever I do. So far, the only things that I've done in the time that I've owned the vehicle was swap out the spark plugs. As far as I know, that's the only thing I've really done so far. Oh, swapped out the spark plugs. And then yesterday, I had picked up a new seat. This being the seat, I took it from another 2010 out of the junkyard because the seat that was originally in the car didn't go back. The motor for it to go back and forth didn't work. I took the spoiler off because one of the previous owners put the wrong spoiler on the car, and as you can see, they drilled an extra hole in it. This is how it's supposed to sit, so it does look a little ghetto at the moment. They did cut the resonator off the car. I might do sound clips later on throughout in the video for y'all to hear, but it's a little quick rundown of the stuff that I've done so far. But today, what we're going to be doing is going to be a video on an engine leash, which I also got out of the junkyard, but you can find this on 3.8 Performance. I might put a little link in the description to it. And essentially what it does is it helps prevent the engine from shifting too much when it comes to giving it throttle. It helps with a bunch of stuff. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, this is gonna be my first official video on the car. And if y'all do enjoy it, you're gonna see more of like the stuff that I do plan on doing. Like I do plan on, as you can see, the front bumper it's seen some better days. Down here it's cracked. The entire bezel that's at here and the fog light is missing. One of the two previous owners, the bumper was cracked from when I got it. One of the two previous owners, as you can see, they just drilled holes into the side of it, and these they don't sit where they're supposed to sit, so the whole bumper is not really properly flush, and the grill is being held on by one push pin. Some other things, there were a few dents, a bit of dents and all that stuff. The wrap was coming, not the wrap, the tent was coming off. As you can see, we got tent acting up over here and on the back. As you can see, he tried to do something here. I think it was like his car, like it was leaking or something. Come around back, there's no damages around the back other than how the spoiler was. I do still have the spoiler. Probably gonna sell it and flip it and try to get something else. Rims are aftermarket. They are dirty. I do need as you can see, need to take it through the car wash eventually. It's been a little while since I've taken it through the car wash. But yeah, today that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be installing an engine leash. When I get the chance, I'll look up the other benefits that it helps with. But yeah, just hop right into it. All right, quick little PSA. If you do end up going the route that I did, and you go to a junkyard and find if you do own a Hyundai Genesis coupe, you go to the junkyard and you find one, and you get one off of that, you will need, if it doesn't already come with it on the car, you will need a washer and a bolt. Washer size, I had to go to AutoZone to pick this up. That's the washer size right there. Not the washer size, that's the bolt size right there. And that's gonna be the washer size. So what the washer does, it's gonna sit pretty much right there to hold it all together. You also do need, and you can't put this on there without it, and I'm pretty sure it is factory, you need the strut bar. I think it's a strut bar. Yeah, it's my little toolkit I got. It's gotten me through the best, through the worst. The size is gonna be, I know this is a metrics, but the size is gonna be 9/16, and pretty much what this is going to do, you're gonna undo those two bolts right there, and this is just going to sit pretty much like this on there. That's how it's gonna sit. So let's go ahead and get these bolts undone, and I'll show you how, or I'll probably show you how it's supposed to sit. Also, ahead of time, I do want to apologize if the audio was pretty bad. This is my first, outside video. I don't have any real recording equipment. I'm literally recording off of my iPhone and using my headphones, using my Raycon earbuds. Not sponsored. Definitely, I would definitely highly recommend them though. So now that I got the bolts off, what this will do, they sit right here, and then you would take this piece and it goes right through there, where on that end you would put the washer and the bolt. We're just gonna have that slack right there. Don't lose these bolts, it's very important. Just gonna take them, screw them back onto here. I don't know if it's gonna be like this for you, but my bolts did, they were a little stubborn. Little stubborn. And it is pretty windy today, so this audio is not gonna be top tier. I do apologize once again. So we're gonna screw these down a good amount. Get this over here. Just tying it down. Some people, like the Genesis that I took this off of, the person put it underneath the bar. I don't know if that's just how he wanted to install it, or if that's how he was, that's like if you pull up a video and that's how the person in the video did it. Make sure these bolts are on here nice and snug. All right, so then from there, around on this side, and I'm gonna take this. It's gonna be a little hard to do with one hand. I don't have anything to prop my phone up on. I'll cut to how it's supposed to look. This is a little hard to do with one hand. I might get a GoPro for any of the times I do this, but yeah, see you in a little bit. All right. I also would highly recommend, don't do this when your car is still hot. I pretty much ran to AutoZone not too long ago to get these parts, because I had gotten the engine leash a couple days ago, and I just didn't have the proper stuff to put it on, and I ran to go get them literally not too long ago. And so you're just gonna tighten this. Should have a little bit of slack on it. Doesn't gotta be on there crazy tight. Yeah, there we go. Should be good. Should be good. Now, obviously, if you do order it straight off of the website, the pieces that it comes with definitely would be most likely a lot more reliable than what I got from AutoZone. But relatively, it's a pretty quick and easy task. I'm pretty sure on the website it's like $20, $25 maybe, minus shipping. But like I said, you could probably go to like your local junkyard and probably find one as well. Yeah, that was that. Probably gonna turn it on so y'all can hear it real quick. Maybe do a little, a couple baby revs. Maybe. My neighbors across the street are outside, and I don't know how he's gonna feel about it. But yeah, I'll cut to that. So I don't know how that sounded on video. It did, like the startup. I do know was gonna be a little quiet because I just drove the vehicle a bit ago. So it's nothing like cold start, none of that. Something I did also forget to point out. If y'all listen, there's a little bit of like a whining, ticking. I don't know how to describe the sound, but I'm 95% sure it's coming from that buddy right there. The pulley. Yeah, I want to say it's coming from there, which is something I already plan on swapping out when I get the chance. I do, when it comes to this car, I do plan on doing a cold air intake, one that goes all the way down into the bumper, which I already know I'm going to be deleting the washer fluid. The washer fluid does have a leak in it anyways, so I am going to get that swapped. Or probably just delete it all together. Yeah. Oil, as you can see, the oil leak. Better look at it. Oil leak is pretty bad. Valve cover leak. You see that? It's pretty bad. I'm gonna drive the car around a little bit with the leash on it, and tell you how it feels. If I approve of it, if I think it's worth the $25, it is pretty cheap. It'll be a pretty easy, quick first mod to do to your Genesis coupe. Yeah, I'm gonna go do a little drive around and get back to y'all on how it feels, if it feels any different. Alright, just got back from the little drive, and I will say it definitely did make the car a little more responsive. The torque, it put the torque down a lot faster. Every time I hit the gas, it went took off a lot faster. If that made sense. But yeah, if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you want more. Leave a comment on some stuff that y'all would recommend I should do to the car, and if I get the money, I'll look into it. Let me know your thoughts, any tips y'all have for me on how to improve any way to improve the quality of these videos, any of that stuff, because I do plan on making this doing this like the project on this car, recording everything. And then if I end up buying a new car and more cars, I also do plan on doing more content on those. Have any questions? Leave them in the comments. I'll be sure to get back to y'all. And thank you for watching. Peace.